you like this kind of content, I also do this in blog form as well. So if you ever want to check this type of content out, just getting my opinions on stuff going on in the world and just, things like that, you should check me out on my blog, iceturtlegirl.blog. It probably takes me a lot longer to do the blog content of this type of stuff. So if you would prefer me to do this type of content on my YouTube channel and just get it out of the way and then go more in depth on my blog, I can do that. But I just wanted to remind you that I have a blog, iceturtlegirl.blog, that you should go read. But yeah. So the most important thing on people's mind, which I don't know why it is, but here we are, is the death of Charlie Kirk. Now, I was not a fan of Charlie Kirk, first and foremost. But I also never watched any of his content. So the most I would see was on like TikTok or like Instagram reels of like his content of him debating these people and basically trying to like own them, And it was really lame and really stupid. And I'm just not a fan of debate bro content. Like, that just bothers me. And it's not cool to me, and it looks really stupid because I don't understand what the point of debating people is. There are literally people who are being unalived, who are dying, who are no longer here because of wars and famines and just horrific things like ICE raids and horrific things like police brutality and horrific things like bringing more military into predominantly black and brown cities. And we want to just focus on people debating people over whether they deserve to live, over whether they deserve to be human, over whether their rights matter. There's so many other things you could be doing with that type of energy that doesn't involve debating these whack job conservatives, these whack job fascists, these whack job KKK members, white supremacists, slave catchers, whatever you want to call them, talking about how black and brown and LGBTQIA plus and indigenous and whoever don't deserve to have livelihoods, don't deserve to even be alive because they don't deserve rights because they're subhuman. I just don't have the energy for it. So his content never ever appealed to me because I don't even like left-leaning debate bro content. I just think it's dumb because there's so many other things you could be doing with all that time and energy and putting it towards helping people who are going through mass genocides, who are going through forced starvations, who are going through all of these terrible things. You can be putting your money and energy into helping those people versus going on these debate stages and trying to own these conservatives or own these liberals or whatever it is the content is, right? It's lame, it's stupid, and I don't like it. It's juvenile. Okay? So that's number one. So when he died, I did not care because all I've ever seen of Charlie Kirk was that he was a demonstrously evil person who did not care about black, brown, indigenous, LGBTQIA plus people, women, the families, the civilians in Gaza, Sudan, Congo, wherever. He does not care about anybody unless they are straight white men. And I'm not even surprised by it. So when he died, I was like, and another day goes on. Because when black people die in the streets every day because of police brutality, you guys don't care. And you make fun of it. When indigenous women are kidnapped and R-worded, y'all don't care, you make fun of it. When immigrants are stolen from their families and put in these ICE detention centers, and worse, you don't care, you laugh at it. When families in Gaza are bombed to an inch of their life, you don't care, you make fun of it. When you see all those videos of young little kids in the Congo mining so that we can have the technology we have in the Western world, you don't care, you laugh at it. When you see Sudanese women talking about how they are being R-worded at such a young age and made to have babies, you don't care, you laugh at it. So my point is, y'all don't care about anybody else's atrocities. Y'all don't care about anybody else's deaths. But when it comes to a white supremacist, a KKK member, a slave catcher, a fascist, whatever you want to call him, a Nazi, whatever, y'all care so much. And what really gets me, and I don't even think this is really getting me because I'm not surprised, but the liberal media, and some of y'all leftist liberals, y'all whoever, y'all trying to make it seem like, yeah, but we have to be the bigger people, so we have to say RIP, and we have to talk about how gun violence is not okay, and that it doesn't matter who the person is, gun violence is not okay. When there was literally a school shooting the exact same day that he died and was shot. And I'm supposed to care? I don't think so. I don't care that, your favorite black liberal, black leftist, white leftist liberal, any color leftist liberal said that we should be the bigger people and condemn this. I don't care. I don't feel sympathy for Charlie Kirk. I don't feel sympathy for Charlie Kirk's wife. I barely feel sympathy for his kids, but it's not their fault. But still, I'm not going to feel sorry for these people because you spew out this type of hatred. Words have power. So you spew it out. Of course, the same thing is going to happen to you. So I'm not sorry. I'm not. And I'm not going to feel bad for calling out the real. I just won't. And I don't care if that makes me look bad. I don't care if you guys call me evil. I don't care if you guys want to, whatever. I'm not going to feel bad for a white supremacist, a fascist, a Nazi, a KKK member. Like, I'm not. I'm just not going to feel bad. And I don't care what anybody says. I refuse, some more to feel bad for these people. And it makes me wonder about a lot of you who are trying to make us feel bad about the death of a white supremacist, because it makes me believe that when Netanyahu passes away, you're going to be, sorrows, prayers and sorrows. And, I feel bad that he was killed. He had a family. Like, be so for real, okay? Be so for real. You would have cried over Hitler. You would have cried over the slave master. You would have cried over the colonizer. You would have cried over all of these people. And it's absolutely disgusting. It's truly, truly disgusting. It makes me think you would cry over an R-worder. That's just disgusting. And you guys are showing your ass. And it's disgusting. And I don't like to see it. And so, yeah. Shout out to all the people who follow me, though. Because a lot of you are really good people. Because I have not had to unfollow not one person. And I am so grateful for that. Because some of y'all have had to unfollow like thousands of people. And I just feel bad for you. Because I have a great group of people who follow me, apparently. Because I have not had to unfollow not one person. So shout out to the people who follow me, honestly. But some of y'all are showing it too much. And I'm actually kind of glad you are, because it reminds all of us who not to bring into the revolution with us. Because y'all are not going to have our back like you say you do. And you're not going to support us in our time of need. Because you never were. Because you just didn't want to seem like the bad guy when Dumbo got elected again. That's it. And that's all. So, yeah. It's not even, unfathomable to me that most of you support white supremacy. It's just not. So, yeah, that was that on that. I hate Charlie Kirk, and the end of story. I don't feel sympathy for him, and I don't feel sympathy for his family. Sorry. If that makes me the bad person, oh well. You wouldn't have felt sympathy if I died. So, literally, no.